Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he ran until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Let's get a few yards on this play.
On play action, Lance. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a pivot and a give to Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Come on, stay.
Let's get in that end zone. You do him, offense.
And Lance going to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Hand off to Thompson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Lance to throw on second down here. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. It's caught here by Adams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Now Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because
Thompson between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Finding Gibson on the slam. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Draw play. This is Miller. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the option right is Lance. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Lance now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Lance wants to change him up. On 3rd down, Miller. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kendra Miller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Bring it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. On play action, Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, it's Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll get this down to the 10. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run with Gibson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast, and help knock it away.
Well, they'll let McLaurin try and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Lance. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 46-yard line.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the commanders jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not letting you get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
Back to throw now on first down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Lance now on first down. Brought in by Huff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Lance now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed